Hey guys, what's up? My name is Prez and welcome to my review of NHL 19. Now, first of all, this is my very first review of any type of sort of video game. I didn't write a script for this. I am freeballing this. So I am just recording whatever comes to my mind. I'm going to speak it about NHL 19. I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, and all that stuff. So what I'm going to focus on in this review is the game modes that people are going to mostly play, which is the World of Shell, A lot of people are going to play that over any other game mode in NHL 19 because it's a big feature in the. You get NHL 3s, you got 1v1v1s, you could play with legends and all that stuff. So I'm going to mostly talk about the World of Shell and EASHL because that's in it. Disclaimer: if I miss anything, or if I miss anything that you guys want me to talk about or anything like that, just leave it in the comments below. I'll do a follow-up video. But anyways, let's get on with the review. I don't know how long this video is actually going to be. I did record this before, and the audio came out super weird. I don't know what happened, but I'm re-recording what I actually wanted to talk about. So we're going to talk about the good and the bad. So let's start off with the good. The overall game, when it comes down to performance, when it comes down to like the skating, the hitting, the shooting, everything like that, it feels more crisp than anything else. It feels way better than NHL 18. Like, if you feel more fluid on the ice, you feel like you can actually just dance around people. You actually can just dance around people in this game. If you guys are watching this video, if you guys watching the game in the background, you can see me just dancing around the defenseman in this game, in this video. So, yeah, so you can see me dance around these defenders and actually just get it in. And the one thing I gotta say about this, like, it feels more fluid when you're getting into that groove of playing NHL 19. And the game modes that it has to offer, there's a lot of game modes that this game has to offer as well, except for the World of Shell. Like, just speaking on like a casual gamer, there is Play Now, there is the Hockey Ultimate Team. There is a franchise mode where you can actually go in and customize your own team. You can become a GM, owner of the team, and you can just you can go to any other NHL team and just completely destroy the roster and rebuild it from scratch if you wanted to. You can make your own custom team and be the 32nd or be the 33 team in the NHL. And you can start off with the fantasy draft and all that stuff, the expansion draft. It's actually really fun. Other than that, most people are going to focus on the World of Shell. And so people are mostly going to focus on that, and that's what I'm going to focus on this video, like I said. But anyways, there's a lot of customization this year in NHL 19 from the previous NHL 18. 18, you didn't get a lot of customization. You didn't get really any customization, really. The only thing you can really customize is your visor. You could have a mouth guard. You have to unlock all this stuff. In NHL 18, you had to unlock it. But in NHL 19, you have to unlock it through player bags or hockey bags and or club bags or something like that. You have to unlock everything from club bags or player bags. And I think that is the best way to do it. And I think that is the best way to have microtransactions as well. And I'm going to speak on that for one of the bad things that EA might do to this game to make it last a little bit longer than more than a year. But anyways, we're gonna stick on the good stuff right now. There's a lot of customization. You can customize your goalie pads. You can have customized goalie pads. You can have custom goalie helmets. You guys can have all this custom gear. You can make it really tailored to you. You can make it look like you. You can make it look like somebody completely different. You can make it look ridiculous. You can make it look like an NHL player. You could do all this stuff in the World of Shell. And you can actually play pawn hockey, which is actually really cool. I wish that the pawn hockey rink was available for the EASHL like clubs. like once in a while you can actually jump onto the pond and actually play with your club, play against another club as well. But right now that is not a feature. I don't think it is going to be a feature in this year, maybe next year for NHL 20. But yeah, so you can play pond hockey with your friends. You could do 1v1v1, which is just you, another player, and a goalie. Or you could do it. You could do player versus player versus player. You can have a computer goalie. So you can have it many different ways when it comes down to this game in the world of Shell. So and there's a lot of goal celebrations. There's goal emotions. So you can actually, like, every time you score a goal, you can, like, my character says chicken dinner. Every time my character scores a goal, he goes chicken dinner. So that's actually really cool. Of course, you have the goal celebrations like you did in the previous years of NHL, and you can select many different celebrations. I have it currently set on to the dab. I'm trying to make my character as ridiculously as possible and the most annoying as possible, because I just like pissing off people online. It's funny to me, but yeah. So I'm trying to make it more ridiculous as possible. And the dab follows that in that category, so it's pretty much perfect. And all that stuff. I used to have custom skates on where it's like Christmas themed, but it was too much for me. It was too much for my eyes. I couldn't just bear looking at it myself. And to me, I'm the guy who hates having clubs that are just super bright colors. I just don't like it. I think it's annoying, but I understand why people do it. We used to do it in NHL 18. We used to have our club as like all pink. So just all pink, everything pink, which really pissed off people. It was really funny. But anyways, in this game we went with a black and white, and we have a little bit of pink in there as well. But anyways, so yeah, so the world of Shell is really fun and it's really enjoyable. I think you should guys check it out if you guys have the game. If you guys haven't checked it out already, it's been months. It's been months. I've been playing this game since September. A little bit less than actually the release date. I actually got it a week before the release date. I started playing it a week before, which is actually really fun. And if you guys want to learn more about that, make sure you guys head over to EA Access. EA has this app where you pay yearly. It's a yearly membership. You pay it, and you get access to all the EA games. You get access to their vault, which has like tons of EA games on there. So if you're new to Xbox One, and you don't have a lot of games, I highly recommend you guys try out EA Access, because you can get tons of games just for a single price every single year, or you could do it monthly, whatever tickles your fancy there. So, but anyways, let's get on to the bad stuff. There's about 2 or 3 things that I really want to focus on when it comes down to the bad stuff about this game, and the stuff that I don't talk about in my NHL Be a Pro series. If you guys don't know, I have one of the longest running NHL Be a Pro series here on YouTube. I'm pretty much the only person that continues on doing it all year round. And if you guys haven't checked that out already, there'll be a link in the description to a playlist for NHL 19 Be a Pro. And all my NHL 19 videos, there'll be a list in the description below. You guys can click on. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed, there'll be a link down there too. If you guys can subscribe there too. But yeah. Anyways, let's get on to the bad things. There's about 2 or 3 things bad about this game, and it's been bad for the previous years. If you guys do play EASHL, you guys will see this. It's called EA Ice Tilt, or people call it EA Ice Tilt, and it is bad. It is really, really bad. In this game, it was on us. Like, we got the tilt, which was really fun for us, obviously, because we scored a lot of goals. For them, it wasn't really that fun because they didn't score a lot of goals. So you can see if you have the tilt on or not. If the team is scoring a lot of goals and your every single like poke check or like high like stick lift is a penalty for you, the tilt is against you. But if you're scoring and you're getting tripped a lot and you're going to a lot of penalty shots, the tilt is with you. The tilt is on for you. So I wish EA would get rid of it. Like, it would make the game a little bit more fun to actually play and a little bit more competitive to actually play without the tilt. Like, it's ridiculous when it comes down to it. Like, some games, like, we only score 1 goal, but the other team scores 12. Like, the dirtiest goals go in. Like, they can shoot it from their end, and the goalie will just let it in. Like, it's getting ridiculous, and it was really bad last year, and it's bad this year too. And I wish they just get rid of the tilt, make it more competitive, and just make it more competitive. I think in the beginning, it was competitive. It was really competitive in the beta, and in like the first like week of the game, it was really competitive. But when people started complaining like, "Oh, I can't score goals. I want to score more goals, but I can't. The game won't let me." And EA is just like, "Okay, we got to let them score more goals, or they're not gonna continue playing our game. They're not gonna continue playing the game." So, to those people that complain about they can't score goals, just learn how to actually play the game. Learn how to actually get the goalie moving so you can actually score on a proper goal instead of like just like the dirtiest dump in or the floppiest dumps ins and it just goes in. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous with the ice tilt in this game. And I never talk about this in my NHL Be a Pro videos because I really love the game. I do. I really love the game, and I buy NHL every single year. I've bought it every single year. Even though I was a kid, I got it every single year. So, like, I think it's just, as a Canadian, I think every Canadian owns a copy of NHL. Like, either one copy of NHL, every Canadian owns a copy. It could be any year, but every Canadian owns a copy of NHL. And it's getting too much. And I think that because they have the ice tilt too, also is because the casual players that go on like once a week or like twice a week and just play the game with their friends, and they just want to have fun, and so the tilt is on for them. And for me and my friends that play every single night, like, we like playing this game every single night, and then we move on to another game after we play in this game for a while. After we play in NHL for a while, we move on to the next game. But like, we always go back to playing NHL. Like, it used to be back in the day, we go play Halo, and that was it. That we just played Halo 3 every single day for 6 hours straight. And we can't, like, I wish we could do that with NHL. I wish we could do that for NHL, but we can't. But anyways, let's get on to the next thing. The next bad thing about this game is just, one thing is the tilt. Like I said, it was a tilt. And another thing is, like, it's getting to, like, every poke check you do or every stick lift you do ends up being a penalty. Like, no matter what. Like, you could poke the puck and all of a sudden the player just falls. It just stumbles. Like, if you actually played NHL, you can see, like, the player just stumbles. That shouldn't be a tripping call. That should not be a tripping call. That shouldn't be. And it just, if the player goes down on his knees or goes down on the ground, then that's a tripping call. But if he just stumbles, that's not a tripping call. And also, now they have, I don't know if people have noticed this, but I have noticed this in the past, like, week or so after, like, the last update, is if you go down to block a puck or block a pass coming across, not like laying down, but like kneeling down, like having your stick down and you're crouched down. If the other player on the other team skates over your stick, it's a tripping call. Like, it's getting ridiculous calls. Like, it's stupid. Like, EA really needs to like crack down on this. Like, they really need to really adjust this and make it more competitive than having just tilt. Like, it's coming right back to the tilt. The tilt is a big one in this game. And people ask me all the time, like, should I buy NHL 19? Should I buy it? And it's hard for me to suggest this game to people to buy it every single year when it really hasn't changed. Now, NHL 19 has changed dramatically over NHL 18. I see that. Like the skating is a lot better. The hitting is a lot better. Everything is a lot better, except for the tilt and poke checks, tripping. It's just the penalties. The penalties are too much. EA tilt is too much, and the EA tilt falls into the penalties, and then it's just a cluster ball that's rolling down the hill, big snowball, and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And EA needs to like just stop it, make the game more competitive, make the game like it used to be, in like years past, where like you had to actually work hard to score a goal. You had to work hard to score a goal. Now, it's for me to recommend this game to people. Currently, as I'm recording this is Black Friday week, so you can get the game. I think you can get NHL 19. This is Canadian pricing, so I don't know about the American pricing. You can get the game for $40 right now. Instead of paying $90 Canadian, you can get it for $50. That's with tax. So if you guys want to buy this game, if you guys have money just laying around, just burning a hole in your pocket, you guys could buy this game. But if you guys haven't, like if you guys don't have the money and if you guys still have NHL 18, stick to NHL 18. Stick to NHL 18 till NHL 20. That's what I gotta say about this game. Like, if you guys have the money, go ahead, buy the game. Like, to try to make somebody buy this game is hard, and it's gonna, my opinion of this game is gonna change over the months that lead up to the end of its life, obviously, and all that stuff. So hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully the game doesn't come to like microtransactions, and like right now, like the player bags, you actually have to earn them, which I really, really love. And I love EA for doing that. You have to earn the player bags. You got to earn the club bags. Like, you got to earn this stuff. You got to rank up your character just to get this stuff. I love that. And microtransactions is like the biggest thing in video games in the past recent years when it comes down to it. The reason why developers put microtransactions in, because they can make more money off the game throughout the year. Like, if you guys built a game, if you guys made a game, and you could actually really look at it actually for the free to play games, like free to play, like on your mobile phone, or like Fortnite, or like just free to play games where you can just download and play it, and then they bombard you with like, oh, buy this or buy this. Like, you, for like $10, you can buy 50,000 gold coins, and it'll get you this, and it'll get you like faster ranking up through the game. It'll give you the special stuff that no one else has, and it gives you a little bit of an edge into the game. And that's wrong. That's wrong to do, and I'm glad EA hasn't done that yet. Parenthesis on yet. Like, they could still do it. They still could add microtransactions to this game in the future. They still could do it. And I don't think they should. I think right now it's perfect. It's perfect the way it is. People, you have to rank up. You have to play the game. You have to earn XP to actually unlock this stuff. Unlock player bags. Unlock club bags. It's the great system right now. But I think they're going to really mess it up with microtransactions. And I think they're going to come up with microtransactions for the next couple of months. And that's why I can't really recommend the game to people. Because people spend $90 on this game. And it's only a sports game. It doesn't come with a campaign. It does not come like with special stuff. It's just a sports game. And in my opinion, sports games should only cost about $40 to $50. Like $40 max, like $50 max. But I think sports games should only cost $40, like all sports games. And then you can put microtransactions in, but don't put microtransactions into a game that costs $90. That almost costs $100 Canadian to buy a game, which most people only can buy one game per year, and you're going to bombard them with microtransaction stuff. I don't think game companies should do it. and I don't think EA is going to do it, but proving that EA has a track record when it comes down to this stuff, I think they're going to add microtransactions to this game. So, like, in my review, if you have the money, buy the game. If you guys don't have the money and you guys are still playing NHL 18, keep playing NHL 18. Wait till NHL 19 comes on sale, then buy it. Then that's the only way I can really recommend to buy it. Right now, buy it. It's on Black Friday. It's on a Black Friday deal. You might be able to go to like your local Best Buy or your GameStop and get it even cheaper if you get it used. So if you can get the game used, or if you guys can get the game on sale, buy the game. Other than that, that's all I have for this. That's all I have for the review. So if you guys, if I have missed anything in this review, or if you guys want me to follow up on this review a couple months down the road with your guys' suggestions in the comments below, let me know in the comments with your suggestions to what I should talk about next in my future review of NHL 19. If you guys have discovered anything, or if you guys have a problem with the game, let me know in the comments below, and I'll address it into the review, and I'll give you guys my opinion on the matter, and all that stuff. So make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links will be in the description. This is my first review, so be nice in the comments when it comes down to feedback, please. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. My name is Prez. Peace out.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon.